Imagine a state where your inner world is a vast, open sky, not cluttered with clouds of thought, but pure and boundless. A space where genuine understanding isn't found in doctrine or debate, but in the quiet, undeniable truth of direct experience. Welcome to the world of Zen, a path that whispers its secrets, inviting you not to just listen, but to embody. Today, we're diving into the essence of Zen, its rich lineage, its surprising simplicity, and the practices that bridge the profound with the everyday. Discover how this ancient tradition offers perhaps the most direct route for those seeking genuine freedom. Zen's Silent Genesis, From Awakening to Action. The story of Zen begins with Siddhartha Gautama, the original Buddha, whose awakening in India around the 5th century BCE set in motion a ripple effect across Asia. His insights traveled far, but it was in 6th century China that a unique fusion occurred. As Buddhism journeyed along the Silk Road, it met and mingled with the ancient wisdom of Taoism, birthing Chan, which would later flourish as Zen in Japan. At the heart of this transformation stands Bodhidharma, an enigmatic Indian monk. He arrived in China with a revolutionary message. True awakening isn't in scriptures or rituals, but in direct experience and deep, silent meditation. Legend says he sought refuge at the Shaolin Monastery, where he found monks weary and uninspired. To reignite their spirit, he taught them not only seated meditation or dhyana, but also physical exercises that would profoundly influence traditional martial arts. Perhaps his most iconic act was his 9-year meditation facing a wall, a powerful symbol of Zen's unwavering focus on introspection and inner silence. Bodhidharma believed that ultimate truth couldn't be lectured, it could only be lived. Dogen's revelation: practice is enlightenment. While Bodhidharma ignited the flame of Chan in China, it was Dogen Zenji, a young Japanese monk born in 1200, who truly crystallized Zen into the profound tradition it became in Japan. Dogen's early life, marked by the loss of his parents, led him to deeply ponder life's impermanence. By 13, he'd entered monastic life, but a burning question consumed him. If all beings inherently possess Buddha nature, why the need for practice? Unconvinced by the answers he found in Japan, Dogen embarked on a journey to China. There, his encounter with Master Rujing of the Chan tradition completely reshaped his understanding. Under Rujing's guidance, Dogen experienced a pivotal awakening. Practice and enlightenment are not separate stages. They are one and the same. This realization became the bedrock of his entire philosophy. Zazen, or seated meditation, is itself the direct expression of awakening. Returning to Japan, Dogen founded the Eiheiji Monastery, which remains a vibrant center of Zen today. It was here he penned Shobogenzo, a foundational Zen text articulating his deep insights into reality, time, and practice. Dogen not only brought the formal practice of Zazen to Japan, but he also emphasized the profound importance of living each moment with total awareness. For him, something as simple as washing a bowl or sweeping the floor became a direct expression of the path. As he famously put it, to study the way is to study the self. To study the self is to forget the self. Thanks to Dogen Zenji, Zen Buddhism found its distinctive form in Japan, staying true to the spirit of simplicity and depth initially sparked by Gautama Buddha. As Dogen wrote, "The great way of the Buddha is vast and boundless. To practice it is to dive into the infinite, where there is no beginning or end. Abandoning discriminations and divisions is to see things as they truly are. He emphasized transcending dualities and uniting with the true nature of reality. For Dogen, Zen isn't something to be intellectually grasped, but to be lived in every breath, every instant. Sitting in Zazen is the complete manifestation of awakening. In this simple act, the entire universe is revealed. Here, Zazen isn't an isolated exercise, but the very essence of the path. Everything is contained within this present act, where mind and body seamlessly harmonize with the cosmos. In another profound teaching, Dogen stated, "Time does not pass. We pass through time." Understanding this transforms the fleeting present into eternity. This teaching perfectly encapsulates Zen's essence, to fully inhabit the now as a direct portal to the eternal. Zen is above all an experience. It bravely challenges linear thought, rejecting the notion that truth can be confined to words or concepts. As D.T. Suzuki wisely noted, Zen is not an explanation, but an experience. This unwavering focus on direct experience is what truly sets Zen apart from other philosophical or religious traditions. At Zen's heart is the radical idea that spiritual awakening cannot be spoon-fed through words or rituals. Pointing directly to the human mind is a cornerstone phrase, signifying that truth is an individual discovery, free from intermediaries or rigid dogmas. The unfolding present. Zen in practice. Zen's philosophy is deeply rooted in the here and now. The past is gone. The future is unwritten. Only this very moment holds reality. This truth echoes in the words of Master Thich Nhat Hanh. Walk as if you are kissing the earth with your feet. Every act, no matter how small, becomes an expression of awakening when performed with full awareness. Another fundamental Zen tool is the koan, an enigma or paradox designed to shatter conventional rational thought. Consider this intriguing koan. Without moving your lips or tongue, say something about Zen. This riddle pushes us to abandon intellectual dependence and seek direct understanding beyond the mind's usual limitations. Simplicity is Zen's unwavering cornerstone. As Master Shunryu Suzuki taught, the posture is the awakening. There's no need to overcomplicate the spiritual journey. Just sitting in silence, breathing, and being present is enough. Zen reveals the extraordinary within the ordinary, celebrating the quiet beauty of everyday life. Zen also dismantles the idea of a fixed, separate self. Dogen's words, "To study the way is to study the self." To study the self is to forget the self, point toward the dissolution of the ego, a path to unity with everything. Ultimately, Zen is an experience of freedom. It isn't something you simply understand. It's something you live. An ancient Zen proverb captures this perfectly. Before enlightenment, chop wood and carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood and carry water. Life doesn't inherently change, but our perception of it is profoundly transformed. In Japan, Zen deeply infused daily life, elevating common activities into spiritual practices. The chanoyu, or tea ceremony, is a classic example. Every precise step, from preparing to consuming the tea, is performed with meticulous mindfulness and respect, embodying Zen's emphasis on living the present moment with simplicity and harmony. This ritual is more than just serving tea. It's a meditation in motion, where every gesture expresses Zen's core essence. Similarly, Zen has profoundly influenced arts like calligraphy and gardening. In calligraphy, each stroke must be executed with spontaneous, full awareness, as there's no room for correction. Each brushstroke reflects the artist's inner state. Zen gardens, with their artfully arranged stones, sand, and plants, create landscapes that invite tranquility and silent contemplation. These practices demonstrate how Zen breathes life into every moment, transforming ordinary tasks into opportunities for deep connection. This is the difference between an ordinary person and a Buddha serving tea. Time is a continuum without beginning or end. Practicing the way means being completely present in the moment we are in. This very instant is eternity itself, and when we fully surrender to it, there is no separation between time and ourselves. Everything that exists is here, now. These are Dogen Zenji's profound words. He further emphasized, the here and now is not something that comes or goes. The present is the full manifestation of the way. Living this moment is realizing the entirety of time. True practice isn't found elsewhere, but exactly where you are now. These teachings highlight that the present isn't just a fleeting point between past and future. It's the very essence of reality. In Zen, the here and now transcends philosophical musings. It's a living practice. Zazen, seated meditation, is the most direct way to experience this full presence. During Zazen, practitioners don't get lost in thoughts of the past or future. They remain deeply aware of their breath, their body, and existence itself in the present. As a Zen proverb says, the moment you sit, the whole world sits with you. Mindfulness of the present extends to every aspect of daily life. In Zen, simple tasks like washing a bowl or sweeping the floor become opportunities to live fully in the here and now. This reflects the teaching that there's no separation between spiritual practice and ordinary life. As Master Thich Nhat Hanh often said, when washing the dishes, just wash the dishes. The act itself isn't as important as the quality of presence you bring to it. This focus on the present also frees us from the suffering caused by fixation on the past or anxiety about the future. Zen invites us to let go of these attachments and embrace the profound freedom that comes from being fully immersed in the reality of now. The now is all we have, Zen masters teach, and by recognizing this, we discover profound peace and clarity. The here and now is truly the gateway to insight. There's no need to seek something far away or wait for an ideal moment. As an ancient koan teaches, when you walk, just walk. When you eat, just eat. This simplicity encapsulates the profound depth of Zen. Living each moment fully is the very realization of the way. Zazen is Zen Buddhism's central practice, a deep meditation aiming to guide you to a direct experience of reality, beyond scattered thoughts and distractions. Za means sitting. Zen means meditation. So Zazen is simply seated meditation, but its meaning extends far beyond the physical act. It's a state of full mindfulness, absolute presence in the moment, where you release the constant flow of thoughts and open to an experience of simplicity and depth. Zazen isn't just a technique. It's a true philosophy of life. It teaches us to transcend the duality between subject and object, dissolving the boundaries between the meditator and the world. The practice of Zazen is a path to liberation and spiritual awakening, aiming to achieve Satori, a direct insight into the true nature of mind and reality. As Zen Master Dogen explained, sitting in Zazen is the practice of Buddhism, and the practice of Buddhism is the practice of our life. For Dogen, the simple act of sitting correctly can bring awakening, because true practice is not merely a technique, but a deep dive into the present. While Zazen is simple in form, it's profoundly challenging. Beginners might find it tough to keep their minds calm and focused, but it's crucial to understand that practice isn't about suppressing thoughts or forcing control over the mind. Instead, it's about observing those thoughts without clinging to them. If anxiety arises, simply observe it, and even invite it to sit with you. Practical steps for Zazen. Find your space. Choose a quiet, peaceful environment, free from distractions. While not essential, many practitioners use a small altar with incense or a Buddha image. Silence and calm are key. Adopt an alert posture. Sit in a comfortable yet alert position. Traditionally, a zafu, a round cushion, is used, but any firm cushion or a meditation bench will work. Your posture should be stable and upright, with your spine straight, head and neck aligned, as if a string gently pulls the crown of your head upward. Main sitting positions. Full lotus. Both feet rest on the opposite thighs. This advanced posture requires significant flexibility. Half lotus. One foot rests on the opposite thigh, the other remains on the floor. Burmese position. Legs are crossed with both feet resting on the floor without overlapping. This is generally more accessible for beginners. Hand position. Your hands rest in your lap, palms up, forming a circle with the tips of your thumbs gently touching, creating the cosmic mudra. This position helps to center attention. Gentle gaze. Your gaze should be gently focused on a point in front of you, with eyes slightly lowered or softly closed to minimize visual distractions. Conscious breathing. Breathing is fundamental. It should be slow and deep, helping your mind calm and anchor itself in the present. Observe the simple sensation of air entering and leaving your body. Shikantaza, just sitting. The core of Zazen practice is shikantaza, which translates to just sitting. During Zazen, there's no striving for a specific mental state or effort to control your thoughts. The goal is simply to be present, free from expectations or judgments. Contrary to the misconception that meditation requires a mental guard to control thoughts, Zazen teaches there is no guard. You observe thoughts without clinging to them. Thoughts come and go like clouds in the sky, and you simply observe them with full awareness, without identification. As Zen Master Hakuin advised, when you feel yourself heading toward a goal, stop and let it go. There is no goal, only the here and now. Duration and consistency. Zazen sessions can range from 20 minutes to an hour or more. Beginners are advised to start with shorter sessions and gradually increase their duration, perhaps by 1 minute each day. Daily practice is essential. Meditation shouldn't be viewed as an isolated event, but as a way of life. The aim isn't to accumulate hours of meditation, but to cultivate a constant state of presence and awareness in daily life. The Zen philosopher Shunryu Suzuki, in his famous book Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind, wrote, In Zazen, you should just be, without clinging to the idea of achieving something. This beginner's mind, free from preconceived notions, is the ideal state for Zazen, where you find freedom in the simple act of sitting. Zen teaches that enlightenment isn't something external to seek, but something already present, waiting to be recognized through consistent practice and full presence. So, we conclude this exploration into the heart of Zen. The teaching of the here and now isn't just a philosophy or spiritual practice, it's an invitation to live life with fullness, awareness, and profound simplicity. In the instant we realize that everything is contained in this present moment, we discover true freedom. If the words of Dogen Zenji and the Zen masters resonate with you, remember that the Zen journey begins exactly where you are. There's no need to go anywhere or achieve something distant. Enlightenment is in every step, every breath, every act lived with mindfulness. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If this content resonated, consider sharing your reflections below. May your practice in the here and now be a source of infinite peace and clarity.